Are you guys ready to get this party started? Because I certainly am. Yeah, somebody sent this to me. It's from Abba and Preach, obviously. It says, Jubilee may delete our channel. And I actually have a little bit of personal, things with that, because Jubilee has been on a absolute tear. All right. Now, obviously, the first thing that we want to point out is that Abba and Preach's content and Papa Guts content are very different. We both fall under a reaction category, but they typically will. It seems like they'll watch something fully and then they'll cut it up so that it's more palatable. And I think it's undeniable that everything that they do falls under fair use. I think what I do falls under fair use, but I guess some of that's still on the table. We don't necessarily know, right? So I understand why they pulled my stuff down. Kind of, I guess, but not really, because they were, for a very long time, that's what really got them out there, is they would let people do reactions, specifically Hassan, right? They were like really buddy-buddy with Hassan for a while, and that's fine. But then all of a sudden, it was like maybe 6 months ago, they took a turn, boom, and all of a sudden they stopped really. They started like heavily hitting a lot of my content. They would hit it while I was streaming. If I was streaming the thing on YouTube, they would hit old videos of mine. Pretty much every Jubilee video on my channel is gone. I'm not fighting a DMCA yada yada BS. I just took them all down. I'm not gonna put it. It looks like Abba and Preach are fighting back, which is they should. It says that apparently they have 7 copyright infringement notices. That's insane. But because it's not worth it for me, you know what I mean? Like, my Jubilee videos aren't exactly the most riveting thing anyway. Nobody really cares. But I find it so bizarre because, again, I think that it has a positive impact, people reacting to your stuff. But then again, they also had Destiny on. And Destiny obviously does a lot of conversations, but he also does reaction content. Well, I guess you'd call it reaction. I call it conversational reactions. Coined the term, guys. Tell him Papa Gut said it. So to me, it's just all over the place. I feels like there's a new manager. There's like a new manager at social media who's out of touch. That's how I feel. They don't really understand the positive nature of the reactions. I don't think it's had a positive. I mean, maybe they've seen a drastically positive upturn since people stopped reacting. But I feel like that's just lack of less exposure to different audiences. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't really know. But anyway, I'm kind of curious about what's going on with Abba and Preach, and obviously it's BS. They're fighting it, which they probably should, because it's like they legitimately have they cut the video up. Their reactions are transformative. But let's see what they have to say.
Today's topic, where we been? I've been dealing with some stuff on the back end. We got a bit of a problem where
I'll take a look at your back end.
As you can see in the title, it looks like the Jubilee channel is trying to have us deleted.
And this is very intentional in my opinion, because they were doing they were going after my old videos like 6 months ago. I think 6 months is reasonable. And at first it was just new uploads, and then they started going back into my backlog, which in my opinion means they're kind of searching it out, not just for me. But now they're even going as far as to go after Abba and Preach. To me, that means like this is, oh look, these guys have a lot of views on their reactions. Let's go after that. You know?
Now, maybe that's not the best characterization, but
we don't know if they're trying to have us deleted.
Well, what they're doing might result in us being deleted.
Yeah, so I mean, I think I deleted them all. But, some of my stuff is still up. Oh, I'm not going to show you guys because they might take them down. Oh, God. But they went after the first one they went after was the Hunter Avalon video I posted November 24th. Yeah, I think they did it like the end of last year.
Yes. We had videos recently that were flagged, some new, some old.
Gator.
By a company called LDS Affiliate, which
I guess it's this company that's going after it.
On behalf of Jubilee, is flagging a bunch of their videos saying that we are infringing on their copyright.
The copyright owner disagreed with your appeal issue and a request for your video removed in 3 days. Wow.
Now, I'm not going to make a video about something like this normally.
This is crazy. This is actually insane.
I appeal it. I go through the same steps that I do with all the other channels. Generally, after an appeal or two, everything gets undone. But this time, no. They're going forward with the removal. And they're saying if these videos are not removed in the next 5 to 6 days, they will give us a copyright strike. And there's enough of them that we would probably get 3 copyright strikes and have all the channels removed.
Damn.
Now, you guys might be saying, Abba, why aren't you panicking? There's a couple of reasons. One,
he's got to feel confident because they actually are within fair use.
Always thought this was possible with YouTube. That's why I told you guys, enjoy us while we're here, because we could disappear at any point. And 2,
damn, imagine the retirement. Imagine the retirement on that one. They're just out.
No, that's really the only reason. That's the only reason I'm not panicking. I think I've always I got a bit of a doomer mentality in that regard. So this shit might go. And it's a bit frustrating.
I feel like Preach doesn't care as much because Preach is like, he's, you know, he shows up for a good time. It seems to be more Abba, you know, that's like the dynamic that seems like Abba puts a little bit more work in, which is fine. Like Preach still adds, but I'm just saying.
Because, you know, if somebody does this kind of stuff, it's like, okay, maybe they're crazy about their copyright. But it's a bit different with these guys because they've already been on the record saying they're fine with this kind of content.
Oh, were they explicitly on the record? That's interesting. Oh, they're removing consent, guys, and you know what that means, okay? As Dark Viper would say. Okay, we're assaulting Jubilee right now.
So I remember this because I remember we reacted to this a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean they were like really buddy with Hassan. Here's my thing: if they decided to change and he'd be like, "Hey, we're not okay with reactions," then explicitly say it, and then don't touch the old videos.
And here, I'll play the clip for you.
I don't like when other channels react to our videos. Taylor?
Disagree.
Dan?
Disagree.
John?
Strongly agree.
Jason?
Oh, John, you're cringe.
Strongly disagree.
Kendra?
Disagree.
Tyree?
Somewhat disagree.
Ragini?
Strongly disagree.
Brandon?
Somewhat agree.
I feel like as long as you're actually giving meaningful commentary, then who gives a shit? I like it. I mean, like people very rarely react to my stuff. Nowadays, they used to do more back then, and like slowly, I'm seeing a little bit more, very little bit. I had like a viral Instagram go up, you know. I like people reacting to my stuff. I think it's so cool and so interesting. It's just kind of exposes you to different audiences, and it's fun. I mean, like, let's put the legalities aside. Like, I feel like it's a positive contribution to the atmosphere. It's a conversational contribution. Like, it's a nice, like, hey, let's talk, but in video format. You know, it's like we're writing a letter to each other. You know what I mean? I think it's an interesting thing. I just think it's just so interesting, you know?
Abba and Preach.
We're just naming them now? Okay.
I do agree that sometimes when they're just being judgmental for no reason, then I don't like that either. But I feel sometimes some of the reaction videos are actually so funny.
Yeah, I watch Abba and Preach videos, and I think every time I watch a video, it like hurts. Because I remember...
Why does it hurt? Because they joke around?
When Abba and Preach reacted to our video when Bonnie has a conversation with a Jubilee critic.
Like, Jew? What the fuck? I'm just kidding.
Like... that, like, watching that video, I think that ruined my, like, entire week. Like, I was very, like, bummed because...
Who's this? Incredible.
That was a video where I put, like, so much effort into, but...
Well, I mean, like, I guess I come from a different thing. Who gives a shit if they agree or disagree with you? You know what I mean? Like, I can understand why it's sad. I guess I interpret it from, like, a legality perspective. But they're more of, like, they may be sad when there's a negative... And I understand that. When you have a negative reaction... I understand that, like, oh, it sucks. People disagree with me. Of course, that sucks. It always does. But who gives a shit? You know, like, it still gets your name out there a little bit.
I don't know. I just, like, keep watching them. Even though, like, I don't love them, like, I enjoy watching the videos, and, like, I learn a lot, and I'm, like, really curious. I know.
Damn, man. There's, like, not a single white person in here. Oh, we got John. Damn.
They are playing the game fair. I just sometimes don't like the game.
Okay.
I'm gonna get roasted.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah, you're done. You're done.
How fucking old is this?
Bye, John.
What a lot of folks don't know is we allow folks to monetize off of our content, right?
Okay.
And that's a deliberate choice that we've made, is actually that we could take away their monetization so that they're not making money off of using our content.
Yeah, then they wouldn't react to your content. And I don't think that that'd have a positive impact.
But we actually give them that permission, and we think that's one of the ways that we continue to operate in the spirit of, like, our mission. Like, I'm pretty...
Yeah, especially if you're doing conversational content, you'd think you'd want people to get, like, stirring around. You know, honestly, like, I never see... I feel like, especially when it comes to political conversation, you never see anybody do any copyright shit when it comes to any political discussion. It's just part of the atmosphere of, like, having conversations back and forth, you know?
Honored in some ways that PewDiePie is reacting to so many of our videos. He's, like, literally one of the biggest YouTubers ever. And the fact that he is watching our videos so intently and reacting to them, like, I think it's a great sign.
And mind you,
I agree, yeah.
they talk about the fact that we react to our channel. Some they say, like, the Christian's a bit harsh, but hey, it's part of the game. It's fine.
Hey, somebody go react to my TikToks. They're short. Make a whole channel just reacting to Papa Gut TikTok.
Right? So
And shout out the Papa Got Leftovers channel because the TikTok's doing real well. We're pulling some solid numbers. But it's YouTube where I post it afterwards because I put it on. This is for TikTok, but I'm like, yeah, let me put it on my TikTok YouTube. Not doing very well, but it's fine because the TikTok's popping.
My question is, what's changed? And if it has changed, why didn't you just have it publicly said we don't want anyone else reacting? But that's
yeah. I mean, I guess there's no reason to meaningfully say that. I mean, I agree with it, but they've made it loud and clear. And again, like, there's really no loss in my opinion. Like, it was really fun to do those, but now that I'm not doing them, I'm not like crying about it. Like, I'm just like, okay, like, it's just something we're not doing anymore. And I just kind of feel like I don't know. I don't understand. I really don't get it because they were so buddy with like Hassan and stuff. Like, this looks like a fun one that I would potentially engage with. Like, a woman confessed their biggest secrets. Like, this looks like fun. Like, I would do that maybe with my wife. I don't know. It's just like, you know, it just like, I don't know. It just seems so fucking boring now. I don't know. It's just like you just lost all the interest for it, and I'm not even really hurting over it because it's like whatever, you know. Something that I did do that was fun with my wife though is that we would like look at a title and then we would just look at their prompts.
I believe
like is cheating always wrong? Like that could be fun. You know, this could be a fun little thing like I would just go through and do the prompts. That could be fun actually. Maybe I'll do that.
it's not. I've never heard. Have you heard anything to the contrary?
No, but they don't have to advise anybody. They can change that decision. And if that guy that agrees,
Are Hassan's Jubilee videos still up? That's a good question. I mean, some of mine are up. I just checked. But I don't know. I don't know which channels are explicitly associated with Hassan because he does have multiple channels. He doesn't advertise it though. He doesn't actually advertise all of his other accounts though, so I don't really know. But I mean, I guess I wonder. Let's see. Yeah, he hasn't really done any on his main channel in a long time, over a year. You know, so maybe that's what it was. 2 years ago, 7 months. Yeah, it seems like it's been a while.
mostly somewhat disagree or somewhat agree or whatever. So they're very like more much of an offense. If that guy is not part of Jubilee no more.
No, he's a CEO. He's still part of it.
Okay, well then I got nothing.
And here's the thing I question. Okay, fine. Let's say you don't want us because you feel like it's a copyright infringement. Are you doing this to everyone else that you collaborate? Because you collaborate with a lot of these creators. Are you doing this to PewDiePie? Are you doing this to Cody Ko?
That's a good question. That is a good question. Like, why not do it to PewDiePie and stuff? Because it seems like they're explicitly going after all of Abba and Preach's shit. I wonder. I mean, there's a whole Jubilee playlist from PewDiePie. They're old, but like, I wonder. I'm assuming all of. I mean, let me see. Well, I guess we don't know. Let me see. Yeah, they still have theirs up, so I'm assuming that this has a strike against it, but they haven't taken it down, so we really just don't know the answer to that.
Are you guys targeting all these people that you've worked with that are creators who've reacted to their stuff and tell them to take down their videos of you? That's the thing that I don't understand. While fresh and fit, just pearly things and every other loser in the red pill space are taking L's.
What the hell is this? Damn. I love that clip. It's such an emotionally unintelligent clip.
Things and every other loser in the red pill space are taking L's.
Again! Like, here's the thing. I'm a man, and I think, you know, I do have my times where I don't act the best, right? I have my angry moments. But I'm like usually ashamed of those moments. What happened the other day, I got really worked up about something, and I didn't have that much of a reaction. I kept my cool for the most part, but I still had like an angry outburst, and my wife got a little upset. And then something happened where somebody else, I'm not going to get specific, had a very angry reaction. It was, you know, somebody that my wife knows, and it was scary for the person. Because there was a guy who had a horribly angry reaction towards, you know, a girl. Like violently angry, didn't hit, but like very, very intimidating, like, yeah, shouting. And I remember she telling me, I was like, damn. Like, I was like, damn, I don't want to have anything like that. Like, even though I had like an outburst, but I kept it cool. I was angry. It was justifiable. This is how anger problems like always work for me. It's like I get angry with something. It's justifiable to get angry, but I get too angry. I didn't break anything or anything, but I think I got like, you know, and it upset my wife, and I just didn't understand. Like, I thought it did good. And then hearing that, it's like, you know, Understandable. Point I'm getting to is like this is shameful, emotionally unregulated behavior. And as a man, like you got to get your shit together. And women too, but like I'm a man. I speak to men. You know, I'm not a woman. Women are gay. No, but you know, I'm more interested. I'm more interested in men. No, but I'm a man, so like I usually come from that perspective. So I'm more interested in like educating, I guess, from there. And it's like, you know, this is an embarrassing moment, and I feel like Myron doesn't think it's embarrassing. He probably thinks it's cool. He was probably like, yeah. But it's not, you know, you got, especially as a man, especially as a physically intimidating man, you know, you want to be good. You know, you have a lot. I mean, sounds silly, but you have a lot of power. As a man, you have a lot of power, a lot of physical power. And when you get angry, it's scarier than when somebody that's a foot shorter than you gets angry. They think that they're scary, you know? Like my wife swears she could beat me up, you know? I think she really has convinced herself. It's like a meme women think that they can, but she couldn't. And, you know, as a man, you have to be careful because you don't want to scare the people around you. You don't want to be, you don't want people to be afraid of you. You want people to respect you, but you don't want them to be afraid of you. And you want to make sure that you get it. And sometimes you're going to lose your shit. That's understandable. But I feel like Myron doesn't have any shame in that. You have to have some productive shame in your negative behavior. So
we want you guys to get some W's with today's sponsor.
Whoa, Wiener. Oh.
You need a VPN change.
You need a VPN so you could look at CP Lolicon. This way you don't have to save it to your folder. All right. Hey, guys, check out VPN under the Abba and Preach. You can surf shark it up. And also Fallopian Tubes podcast. Sounds like a woman's podcast. So incredible stuff. You can scan right here. Little advice. Little advice to anybody who does QR codes in their videos. Put the QR code at the top corner, because if I pause the video and I want to look at the QR code, I'm gonna go off on a I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it right now. So I have to play the video.
On Abba and Preach, you're gonna get 3 months free, 30-day money back warranty.
Yeah, like I said, I would put it at the top right or the top left, or just a little bit up more in the middle-ish. Also, I get a 404. It won't let me find the page I'm looking for when I go to this. So that's probably not too good either. But okay.
Get it.
Maybe they just hired this company.
Somebody said VPNs only work if you want to change your IP, not even good for CP. Well, I really appreciate that you know that. That's incredible. It's incredible that you know that. What the fuck? Why do you know that? Okay, I was making a joke. Why do you know that, dude? What are you doing?
And this company's going crazy. And
Papa, how does oneself acquire productive shame? Well, you just have to have it. Here's the thing. Productive shame is, I don't know how you acquire it. You just have to try to be productive in your shame. Like for instance, I'm a big fat fuck. All right. I don't hate myself. I love myself. I think I'm okay. I'm a decent person. You know, I'm an okay guy. But I still feel shame about some of my behaviors. Like I'm morbidly obese, but I don't feel self-conscious about it. Or I do a little bit, but I don't let it like beat me up. I just go, oh, I should do something a little better. So, you know, maybe I go for, a Diet Coke. I try to have a serving of vegetables before my meal. I've been going to the gym, exercising. That's productive shame. Unproductive shame is like you're going to melt down every time someone criticizes you. You got to learn to take constructive criticism, and shift through the good and bad. There's going to be people who hate you because you're fat. Those people are worthless. But, you still want to get healthier. Slowly. Take your time. You don't have to do it tomorrow. Oh, I'm 34. Ideally, I'll live till maybe 65. Got about 31 years left. So I don't have to do it all in a day. There's modern medicine. So I'm okay with in my current health. I'm actually reasonably healthy. I want to get off the medicine, but I have time. So I'll make a little bit of a better decision every day.
Mark flagging anything and anything. Because mind you, these videos have been up 4 or 5 years. So this is a new change that some of this is. And for me, all I'm saying is just
withdraw my consent.
Communicate this stuff. If your stance has changed, that's fine. But you shouldn't be able to threaten somebody's livelihood. Okay? When you come out and say, I'm good with this stuff, and then you change it and you don't inform nobody.
There's a reason why we did more videos is because you verbally said that you was good with it.
Yeah.
Like the reason.
Either way, I don't think it matters. That's the thing. I don't think it, in this case, I don't think that it matters if they're good with it or not. That's the thing. For me, the way that I do my content, like, let's see.
How much
Are they reacting to the full thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they are reacting to the whole thing. They just have like a lot of editing. Oh, maybe they are. Oh, maybe they are actually doing like a full reaction to this video. I can't really watch it, or else I'll get a DMCA strike. Maybe they are. They're just like editing it. It'd be like if I did a reaction, I move my face out of the corner, and then when I started to talk, you see that. But then that would be obnoxious because I pause every 3.5 seconds. Maybe they are reacting to the full thing, so maybe that's why they're like, yeah, we'll take it down. Okay.
The reason why we kept on doing it was like, well, so was you saying, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
We could have, but we didn't because it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
And you went so on and so forth, whatever.
So far.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It's not a big deal. Like, we have such a library of stuff that we can pull from and things we can cover that this is not going to be a huge loss for us. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think we might put out maybe, 1 or 2 videos on Jubilee a day. We put 5 videos out a week. It's not a big deal. We can replace that with something else. But my question
Why they put a lot of Jubilee videos?
is, what are they doing to smaller channels? Because I know they're not doing this to the really big ones. And
well, I mean, they are doing it to you. So they are doing it to the really big ones.
is this just a company that people have hired that have gone AY? Because that's happened before too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to their credit, like, I don't want to say it, but I have contacted them. I emailed them.
Hey, my name is Abba. I'm contacting you on behalf of our 2 YouTube channels, Abba and Preach and Abba and Preach and The Floor. Okay.
They've seen the email.
floor.
You know, I've DM'd them, and because there was no response, I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is the best way for them to go, like, to bring this out. Because now it pressures actual Jubilee. For the most part, they probably leave it up to a third party because it's easier, and which makes sense, and they outsource, and I understand that. But it's for this to put pressure, you know that they're gonna, like, someone at Jubilee is gonna look at this and go, "Oh, what the fuck?" Like, this could be a pretty big shift in like the way that Jubilee operates, and maybe they'll even say like, "Hey, here's our new standard for how we do reactions or how we." Okay. I mean, again, I feel like Jubilee content. I enjoy Jubilee content because it's stimulating. It's an interesting, stimulating conversation. Like, because that's what I like to do. I basically have conversations with these videos, right? People will sometimes be like, why do you act like you're fucking talking to these people? Like, whatever, dude. I'm making my content. This is what I do. Shut up. Ugly, you know? Stupid. All ugly. All fucking broke. Right? So, yeah, but that's what I appreciate from that perspective. They've never done like profoundly well. It's more of like filler content, and I've done a lot less filler content lately. I've been doing 1 video a day instead of the 2. When we first started this channel as the main channel, we were doing like 3 a day. Maybe we were doing 4, but now we went down to 2. Then we went down to 1 because like right now I'm focusing a lot on TikTok and trying to stream Fallout, and it's been going like very well. So like it's not like real loss. I don't really care. But I feel like there's these moments where Jubilee is like a huge in the conversational communities, and everybody's reacting to them, and everybody's giving their perspective. And I haven't seen that in a while. I feel like they're doing well, but they haven't been like the center of attention. And I feel like this is one of the reasons why. Like, yeah, with some of their conversations, like they would be the center of attention, but you can't really give them attention now, at least for me, because what the hell, I'm not gonna watch it offline. I'm not cringe. What am I gonna do? Only thing I watch offline are like video game videos while I play World of Warcraft, or that one survival guy. Even though he's gone a little crazy, I'll watch him. He's like, "Here's the best hammer." I fucking love that. I don't even like hammers, but I like Caleb hammer's not bad, but a little bit of a gooner. But what is it? Wrangle Star? He's fucking crazy, but I like his old videos.
I'm like, all right, let me just go about this publicly because there's no answer privately, and figure this out. Now, I don't want to slander them. I like their content. Honestly, I think they've fostered some really good discussions in the past. But yeah, it is a shame, and this is what I've been telling you guys, the viewers, about this.
Oh, look, it's Scott Schaefer. Jubilee attacking 2 guys that can't even afford to fix their squeaky floor. Bro, I don't like this Scott Schaefer guy. Something dishonest about that guy.
We are, at the end of the day, employees. We're contractors, but we only really are contracted to YouTube, essentially. And this stuff is very
TikTok,
fickle.
baby.
That's why I say I don't take this for granted. I recognize that this shit can disappear at any time. So if it does, or if that ever happens, know that I'll be okay with it. I'm not going to, cry myself to sleep or whatever. But
you should cry, bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Or we could do something about it. So why don't you just take off the videos?
Why?
Why would you keep them if that's a problem? It looks like it's a problem. So you could take them down, and then problem's gonna be solved.
Because I think
that's true. I mean, like that's why I didn't give a fuck. I'm just like, let me take them down. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna fight it. It's not worth my goddamn time. That makes sense. I think for Abba, it's more of like it's like we're gonna hold. It's like a prove a point. It's like for the whatever you know what I'm trying to say. It's like the virtue of it. What am I saying? For Preach, I feel like he's just like, who gives a shit, take it down. That's how I'm like. But I also understand wanting to like fight the fight on that.
I think it sets a bad precedent for copyright stuff on YouTube in general.
I can understand that.
Yeah, if you just let all these companies who just come in and then want a copyright claim, like, listen, if there was going to be a legal battle, then let that be the case. And I think that's okay too.
And I think that's the thing, though, is that if there is a legal battle, I think Abba and Preach will win it, specifically because they have proof that there was explicit consent to react to the content in the first place. So this doesn't turn into a, well, what's the law on fair use? This turns into a you set the precedent that this was okay, and now you're trying to take stuff back from the past without explicitly saying it's not okay. So that's where it's going to be at. When you set the standard that like this type of behavior is okay, and you're very explicit about it being okay, you can't just turn around and be like, nah, take it all down. You've known about this for a while. Even if they didn't explicitly say it was okay, you've known about it for a while. And so now all of a sudden you're going to change. It's like you can't you're effectively retroactively removing consent to some extent. I know that's like a little crazy. Well, you are doing that, not sexual consent, but that's what you're doing. You're like, you explicitly say this is okay. We're okay with it. We're fine with it. And then you want to change that. How can you go back to the past and start taking other stuff down that's years and years old? That's just fucking ridiculous to me.
Why not? Because then what if everyone else starts copyright striking everything?
I understand.
So would you concede to that too?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But if like, for example, we've had copyright strike before and they were ruled that it was falsely done, but now they're somehow going through with this. So would you want to do a legal battle with that?
I don't think that's a horrible idea. I think that's fine. And I think it's a worthwhile thing.
Okay, so you want to go with a legal battle with it?
I think I would prefer that.
Okay, cool. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm not just sit here and be like, oh, well, the channel gets deleted.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, at least that's what. But I'd prefer not having to do any of that because I don't think it's in their mission statement to be copyright striking people and deleting people. And I know this whole situation is really bizarre because you know what? From some creators, like I could see it, but from this one, I'm a little bit more surprised by it. But anyways, that's what's going on.
Yeah, it's the most bizarre group of people to be doing this.
That's why I've been kind of dealing with in the background. So I'll get back to uploading regularly soon in the future, but I just got to figure this out because I need to make sure if I'm going to be working on all the other videos that there's still going to be a channel around for you guys to enjoy.
Damn, imagine they got banned. That'd be fucked up.
Hopefully Jubilee can take care of this and handle this. Apparently,
maybe Ethan would step in and help him out. He should. I mean, again, there's a really solid case. Again, they have a strong case when it comes to fair use because it's meaningfully transformative, and they also like cut down back and forth. Although Jubilee could be like, well, you're still reacting to our full video, you're just editing things up, which is what it seems like. The main video is 16 minutes. Their reactions are 26 minutes, right? Which I think is enough time. It's the same reactions I do, except they're edited. It seems like it's the same thing as that I do. They watch a portion or they play a portion and they give their commentary. I do the same thing, just not as organized. But like, I think it's fine fair use wise. Doesn't really matter because again, they've set the precedent that they think that this is okay. They've explicitly said that this type of behavior is okay. So I think that they lose the legal battle. They could do like, okay, starting from this point on, we're not going to allow these. But I think that they haven't, like, since they set an explicit this is okay, they have to set an explicit this is not okay.
We're going to start getting strikes in the next 5 days, so we'll see what happens at that point. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. What are your thoughts?
I think you should take them down for now and take legal actions. I don't think the legal actions can be taken down. I don't think that we can. We don't have. Hold on.
Okay.
We can proceed with legal actions. But
he wants to take it down so they don't lose the channel, but then still proceed legally. Yeah, that makes sense.
And still take those down. We could do both, but whatever. Because it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a hell of a while.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we could lose the channel. So
possible. Well, there you guys go. Abba and Preach might just be gone real soon. What are your thoughts?
Oh, shit. Possible. Fresh and Fit literally coming right now as they fuck each other. They're like, yeah, Abba and Preach are going to be gone. You can plug my ass tonight, Walter. You know? I kind of feel like, I feel like Myron probably gets fucked by Walter. but Myron still maintains his dominance over Walter. You know what I mean? Like, fuck me harder, Walter. Fuck my ass harder. Fuck my black ass. You know, he spanks him. He's like, spank me harder, Walt. And you know how like Walter's the hover hand kind of guy. You know, he's got that hover hand energy. You know, so he's like hitting it. He's like harder, harder, and he's like trying, and he gets to getting a little sad. I don't want to hurt you, Myron. I don't want to hurt you. You know. I think that's the energy that I think that's their sexual dynamic. And by the way, it's a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a power bottom, but it certainly gives me power bottom energy. You know, it's an incredible thing. I wonder if he needs to wear diapers. It's really the question that I have. Wow, incredible. Great.